From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, November 27th, 2016. Silver is trading at $16.60 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,184 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 0.55 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $739. Antiwar.com reports British watchdog group Air Wars has been collecting information about air and artillery strikes in and around the major northern Iraqi city of Mosul and has found a substantial number of civilian casualties killed by U.S. strikes since the Iraqi invasion began a month ago. The group believes that the U.S. has killed between 84 and 87 civilians in the strikes and has injured 160 others. The U.S. has not offered any real comments on the casualties in Mosul strikes, but generally speaking, dramatically underreported the numbers killed. CENTCOM did not respond directly to the new casualty figures, but did say that they are very careful about the attack, saying they are conducting extensive checks to avoid civilian casualties. They also bragged about hitting large numbers of the Islamic State targets. Either way, the official reports on casualties from the Pentagon probably won't be out for at least 6 months or longer, as there tends to be a substantial lag between the time of an incident and when it gets included in the final report. By the time of the report, major incidents that were well documented to begin with tend to be forgotten, and many are never mentioned again. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports Hillary Clinton's campaign announced on Saturday it will take part in an election recount in Wisconsin. Mark Elias, the campaign's general counsel, shared a statement on Medium explaining the campaign had not planned to call for a recount, but will participate in the recount initiated by Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein. Elias said, "We had not planned to exercise this option ourselves, but now that a recount has been initiated in Wisconsin, we intend to participate in order to ensure the process proceeds in a manner that is fair to all sides." Elias added, "If Jill Stein follows through as she promised and pursues recounts in Pennsylvania and Michigan, we will take the same approach in those states as well." The call for a recount occurred after Clinton lost Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania to Donald Trump by a total of 107,000 votes amid concerns the election results were hacked or altered to disadvantage Clinton. Elias said a number of steps were taken to investigate any tampering of the results, although they did not yield any actionable evidence of hacking or other outside attempts at manipulation. Stein submitted a formal request for the recount in Wisconsin on Friday after raising $5.3 million towards a $7 million goal in hopes of funding recounts in the 3 states in question. Elias said it is unfortunate that Michigan does not conduct post-election audits using a sampling of precincts and acknowledged the number of votes separating Trump and Clinton in Michigan well exceeds the largest margin ever overcome in a recount. You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans are friends, allies, and numerous supporters. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. You can join the Fans program for as little as $1 per month through Patreon and get perks like ad-free versions of FPP Radio News and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com. Reuters reports sales and traffic at U.S. brick-and-mortar stores on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday declined from last year, as stores offered discounts well beyond the weekend and more customers shopped online. Internet sales rose in the double digits on both days, surpassing $3 billion for the first time on Black Friday, according to data released on Saturday. Data from analytics firm Retail Next showed net sales at brick-and-mortar stores fell 5% over the 2 days, while the number of transactions fell 7.9%. Preliminary data from retail research firm ShopperTrack showed that shopper visits to stores fell a combined 1% during Thanksgiving and Black Friday when compared with the same days in 2015. The data highlights the waning importance of Black Friday, which until a few years ago kicked off the holiday shopping season, as more retailers start discounting earlier in the month and opening their doors on Thanksgiving Day. Net sales on Black Friday slid 10.4% for brick-and-mortar chains, according to Retail Next. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.